Right now, the steeple on a prominent downtown Madison church catches fire. We'll look at the damage as investigators look to see if a lightning strike may have been the cause.
Tracking multiple lines of thunderstorms right now on Radar 3000. When the lines of thunderstorms will end tonight and what's all about Sunday's alert day coming up.
And the world's largest Brat Fest underway. We'll give you an update on how weather is impacting this annual event. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And thanks for staying with us. We take a live look right now at the Queen Bee Radio Skycam on your left in Platville, our Edgewater Skycam. As more storms are making their way across southern Wisconsin, there we're looking out over Lake Mendota. An alert day in the forecast right now. We've already seen some storms in our area today. The video behind me right here is a gust-nado from this morning. It happened near Whitewater, sent to us by News 3 Now viewer Citali Gonzalez. To break down what we have seen already and what could be here soon, let's check your certified most accurate forecast and Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Eric, it's been a busy day on the First Warn Weather Team. Last night I said we'd have 3 lines of thunderstorms, and that is absolutely verified. This morning we're here with Savannah and with Kelly doing severe weather coverage for ionosphere thunderstorms that thankfully didn't produce too much damage across southern Wisconsin, although that gust-nado near Whitewater was quite phenomenal video that we saw. We had tornado-warned storms over portions of Illinois where they did have some confirmation of some spin-ups. Luckily, southern Wisconsin has been seeing a lot of severe activity. Right now we could see that on Radar 3000. It's been a busy afternoon with storms, but that one storm that I just had over here over Columbus just a couple minutes ago has fleeted off to the northeast at a rapid 60-mile-per-hour pace, tracked a little bit further down the line over towards Cottage Grove, east towards Waterloo, heading towards Lake Mills as this moves off towards the northeast. Again, 55 to 60 miles per hour, so about as fast as I show you a radar update, that line of storms is already in the downstream community. Watertown right now, 5 o'clock, Fulton at 5:03, Mayville at 5:09, Fort Atkinson at 5:14, and Oconomowoc at 5:18 p.m. Good news again, sub-severe 40 to 45 mile per hour winds are what have been reported at this point at max. As we continue southwest Wisconsin, more storms popping up, and we have more storms up towards the north towards Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake County. In Maine weather, we're going to track the end of this line of thunderstorms and what you can expect on Sunday for alert day conditions.
All right, Alex, thank you. Firefighters were dispatched to the oldest practicing Catholic church in Madison today. The Madison Fire Department cannot confirm the cause of this fire, but witnesses report lightning struck Holy Redeemer Catholic Church about 11 a.m. Our Maddie Heimsch is on the scene, and she joins us now with more. Maddie?
Eric, what we do have confirmation of is that there were 2 people in the church at the time that the fire started, but both were able to make it out safely and with no injuries. We spoke with Father Drew Olson, parochial administrator at Holy Redeemer. He said he was able to run in to retrieve a few sacred items and was able to check for churchgoers.
We have a perpetual adoration, people who are in there praying 24 hours a day, all year round, but there was nobody in there when I went in other than the fire crews.
The fire, reported by a caller at 11:17 a.m., was extinguished by crews at 12:29 p.m.
We anticipate that there will be extensive damage as a result of the firefight.
Cynthia Schuster of the Madison Fire Department says the fire was contained within the steeple, but the steeple is now facing significant water damage.
Yeah, there's water in kind of the back third of the church, so we have disaster relief crews on their way out right now to take care of that.
The Madison Fire Department Fire Investigation Team is working to confirm whether or not lightning was the cause of the fire using video evidence and weather service data. Now, the rain this evening is making cleanup a little bit trickier, but there have been crews out here all day gathering debris with plans to restore the oldest practicing Catholic church in the city. Reporting live in downtown Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. Madison Gas and Electric says it is nearly done restoring power to residences affected by Tuesday's storms. This is a look at the MG&E outage map. Tuesday's storms knocked out power to nearly 50,000 customers. We don't have that video right now, but there are currently over 2,000 customers who are still without power across Dane County. That's according to the most recent release from MG&E. Over 90% of customers have regained power. The company expects the remaining homes to have power restored by the end of tomorrow. Well, today is the first day of the world's largest Brat Fest, and it has not gone as planned. The festival temporarily closed right now thanks to lightning. Probably heard a lot of thunder out there in the last hour or so. Our Braden Ross live now at Willow Island. Braden, how's it looking out there? Any chance they'll get this thing started?
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. So we're joining you live from inside the car here at Brat Fest on Willow Island, because this is where we have to be. This is the reality for a lot of the people, the performers, the volunteers here. They've all had to come back to their car because lightning's the problem that we're dealing with here. Obviously, the rain isn't great either, but they'd be open, rain or shine. But the lightning's the problem here and why we have to be in the car now. You know, they have NWS, the National Weather Service, on site here watching for this, watching out what's going on, and they've been advising them all day about when they're going to have to close down, when they can open back up. So they did have to close earlier this morning for a few hours. They were able to open back up for a few hours and then had to close again a few hours ago. They were planning to hopefully open back up by 5 p.m. today. Obviously, it's 5:04, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. The last update we heard was that they're going to try their best to get an update out as soon as possible. But right now, it seems like they're kind of just taking it minute by minute, hour by hour, waiting till these storms pass through. The last I talked to Tim Metcalf, the brains behind this entire operation, he said that he is still hopeful that the village people will be able to go on tonight. So for all the people that were out there wanting to do the YMCA dance and live and in person with the village people, hopefully you'll still be able to do that. We're hopeful that the storms will blow through by then, but we'll keep you updated and we'll let you know. The best place to find those updates as well are on their Facebook page here. So they are posting updates as they reopen and as they make those decisions on Facebook. So you can find all of that information here if you're looking to come out. And the good news, tomorrow is going to be beautiful. So we won't have to sit in a car tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll actually be able to be outside and watch the music on the stages, get some brats and get some beer. So we'll keep you updated. We'll be here all weekend. For now, reporting live from inside the car on Willow Island at Brat Fest. Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
All right, Braden, stay safe out there. And yeah, we'll keep you updated as well. For tonight's Alert Day, your Memorial Day weekend forecast, make sure to stay up to date on the weather by downloading our First Warn Forecast Weather app. It has your latest radar, hourly forecast, and road conditions as well. You can download it for free. It's in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. Next tonight at 5, we now know the identity of the Beloit police officer who shot and killed a man earlier this month. The DOJ identifying the officer as Cole Gilley. Gilley shot and killed 54-year-old Gregory Tracy on May 16th. This after Gilley responded to a reported stabbing on Frederick Street. Tracy was allegedly armed with an edged weapon and had made violent threats to harm another individual. After an unsuccessful de-escalation attempt, Gilley shot and killed Tracy. Police involved at the scene were using body cameras, but that footage has not yet been made available. Gilley is currently on administrative leave. A 21-year-old man and 3 horses are dead after a single vehicle crash in Platville that happened yesterday morning. Just after 3 a.m., the Grant County Sheriff's Office was notified that several horses had escaped their pasture, and the 3 were running along Highway 80 near Walnut Road. And that's when the Platville man hit the horses. He and all 3 horses lost their lives in this crash, which remains under investigation. Well, with so many travelers on our roads across South Central Wisconsin during the next few days, the Wisconsin Department of Transportation is pausing many construction projects, in some cases opening extra lanes to help ease the congestion. All lanes will be open on I-39, 90, 94 at the Wisconsin 60 interchange. That's near Lodi. 2 lanes will remain open in both directions on I-90, 94 near Toma. And in Sauk County, the interstate is open in 2 lanes in each direction from the Dells over to Portage. In all cases, you're reminded to watch for reduced speed limits and also lane shifts. Peak travel is expected from noon to 7 today and then again 3 to 7 p.m. on Monday. Residents have continued to offer feedback on the city's neighborhood plans. Most recently, a draft plan for Madison's west side. Will Keneally has more on where those plans stand. Will?
Well, Eric, earlier this week, the city held a public meeting to present some of the changes made to the plan since February. Now, we sat down on For the Record with Linda Horvath, a city planner working on the West area plan. Now, she talked about some of the city's goals with rezoning and construction that they are recommending with this plan.
We're looking 10 years out, and we're looking for those opportunities where we can guide some of that growth along the major corridors, along the bus rapid transit lines, other transit, along the bike paths and things.
Now, she says why some of the focus is on the west side is that it's one of the city's neighborhoods that hasn't seen much rethinking through recent plans, as well as the greater access to public transportation that that area will see through bus rapid transit. And you can see more from our interview this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
All right, Will, thank you. Governor Tony Evers today announcing the new Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Corrections. This after former Secretary Kevin Carr's retirement. Governor Evers appointing Jared Hoy as the new DOC Secretary. He recently served as Deputy Secretary secretary for the DOC. Hoy has been with the Wisconsin DOC since 2007 and has taken on many different roles within that department. The Republican National Committee is at odds with Milwaukee and the U.S. Secret Service over where to place protesters outside their upcoming convention. The RNC first publicly raised concerns to the agency over the proximity of planned protest zones just last month. The GOP wants protesters in a designated area several streets away from the path of convention delegates and other attendees. Now the party has accused the Secret Service of ignoring safety concerns. The Secret Service says the host city is responsible for establishing those protest zones, not the agency. And the Secret Service says it is confident in the security plan being developed. Still to come on News 3 Now at 5, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington returns, his complete holiday weekend first warn forecast, and remembering the fallen, what this weekend really is all about, especially for those who have too often been overlooked. And positive numbers as we head into the holiday weekend for the markets. A marginal 4-point gain for the Dow after a rough Thursday. The Nasdaq with a strong 185-point jump, and the S&P adds 37. We'll be right back.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale. $1 million in inventory must be sold. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional only $9.99. Recliners from $2.99. Lift recliners $9.99. No interest financing for 12 months. Only at A1 Furniture.
Menards has it all from big to small and everything in between. Plus, get an 11% rebate. Keeping your pool clean this summer is easy with help from Menards. This 1-gallon bottle of Algicide treats up to 25,000 gallons of pool water. Just $6.99 after rebate. Loctite Power Grab heavy-duty adhesive is high strength, paintable, and easy to use with 0-second instant grab. A 9-ounce tube is $3.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Think Sloan's first.
We've been with Sloan Implement since my father started farming, my grandfather started farming. They are a family business that's been around for generations, and that's very important to us.
Think Sloan First now during our Green Tag sales event on a John Deere X350. Built for taking it easy. Get yours with 4.9% for 60 months. That's as low as $57 per month. Get a John Deere now and
Power up with Sloan's. Think Sloan's first.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
It's A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale on now. Incredible prices on Spring Air mattresses, queen size from $2.99. Get a free adjustable base with purchase of mattress $9.99 or more. Only at the A1 Furniture and Mattress Memorial Day sale.
The First Warned Weather Team will continue to track showers and thunderstorms across southern Wisconsin. Some of these storms may be strong to severe. At 6, I'll let you know when you can expect them to end.
Then we go live from the world's largest Brat Fest. Meet the biggest fans of the meat delicacy. That's tonight at 6.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Welcome back. As the nation commemorates Memorial Day on Monday, flags will be flown at half-staff. Governor Tony Evers signing an executive order today directing that the U.S. flag and Wisconsin flag be set at half-staff from sunrise to noon on Monday. It is a day of remembrance for the soldiers who lost their lives during war, as well as the families of those soldiers. But the service of many veterans has long been overlooked, especially in historically black cemeteries. Volunteers are working to piece their stories together and recognize their efforts. Karen Kafa has the story.
On a blustery spring Saturday in York, Pennsylvania, the Civil War service of John Noble is finally memorialized.
Present arms.
Noble was born in Havana, Cuba around 1832. He fought for the Union Army from 1862 to 1863, and in 1902, he was buried in North York's Lebanon Cemetery. Until the 1960s, one of the only burial sites in the area for African Americans.
I didn't realize that this was a black cemetery. It was just a place where my relatives were buried. And so it's only been since 2019 when I started volunteering here that I knew and understood the gravity of what this site meant.
Samantha Dorm is co-founder of a volunteer group called Friends of Lebanon Cemetery. When the group first came together in 2019, the primary mission was upkeep. Now the focus has expanded to research, storytelling, education, and remembrance.
The truth of the matter is, many of those stories are not there to be found. If you don't have families who can tell you about their ancestors, that can tell you about their history, their lineage, those stories are oftentimes lost.
The more than 150-year-old cemetery, Dorm says, is the final resting place of at least 300 U.S. military veterans. This spring, Noble and 4 other black veterans received the grave markers to which every eligible U.S. military veteran is entitled, whether buried in a cemetery maintained by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs like this one in Alexandria, Virginia, or a private cemetery like Lebanon.
Every veteran has a story to be told, and so without that marker, that story is lost, and the legacy of that veteran is lost.
Matthew Quinn is the VA's outgoing Undersecretary for Memorial Affairs. He says efforts like that by the Friends of Lebanon Cemetery and at other private sites is an extension of the recognition at the nation's VA-operated cemeteries.
This is reaching out beyond those boundaries to private cemeteries that maybe the graves haven't been maintained and the markers have been damaged or destroyed.
The VA's National Cemetery Administration says they are working with private historically black cemeteries in South Carolina, Virginia, and Pennsylvania, and others, and local veterans groups, historians, and volunteers like Samantha Dorm to verify service records and issue markers, making sure every veteran's service is honored. In Alexandria, Virginia, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, let's get to Alex now, looking ahead to the weekend, but also monitoring what's happening out there right now. Alex?
Yes, Eric, alert day conditions we've been tracking all day from start to now to the end of the day. We have more rounds of showers and thunderstorms forming across southern Wisconsin. And if some of these storms get on the stronger side, winds, hail, and there is an outside chance of an isolated brief tornado spin up on our Friday evening. We can track that all with Radar 3000 here. It'll take just a moment for Radar 3000 to load back up, but we have a whole line of thunderstorms that it's moving through southern Wisconsin as we speak, stretching from Watertown down to Lake Ripley. The line is also stretching all the way down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. It's moving about as fast as the radar updates. The actual line as it advances into this area that I'm tracking. Fort Atkinson 5:15, although it's nearing Fort Atkinson probably a bit sooner. As I mentioned, at this line of storms moving at a clip at 55, 60 miles per hour. Janesville at 5:17 p.m. Beloit at 5:22, and Whitewater at 5:26, where they actually had a brief gust NATO with damaging winds earlier this morning. Southwestern Wisconsin, here we see thunderstorms popping back up again, stretching from Grant County up to Lone Rock to Richland Center up to just north and west of Lodi. And even further to the north, Juneau, Adams, Marquette, Green Lake counties. You're also not out of the woods yet. Maybe a stronger cell up near Wisconsin Dells. So the shower and thunderstorm mode is not done yet across southern Wisconsin. Future track showing a line of thunderstorms consolidating as we head towards 7, 8 o'clock at night, stretching from Monroe to Madison all the way up to Marquette and Green Lake counties. And that line will then sweep off to the east to the Lake Michigan area as we head towards 10, 11 o'clock. Storm Prediction Center still has much of southern Wisconsin under a slight risk of severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5. We could again see winds tonight and the possibility of a brief tornado spin up. What has been keeping these storms sub-severe is the clouds and the persistent shower and storm activity, which we were mentioning yesterday. From a scenario standpoint, if you have clouds and you can't get warm enough, that does hold down that severe weather threat overall. And that's certainly good news that we haven't seen a lot of severe weather this afternoon and this evening, at least not yet. But now we fast forward to the next set of alert days. You're probably thinking, another one, Alex? Yes, as we go on into Sunday, strong winds and heavy rain look likely with what's called a cluster or a complex of thunderstorms that will evolve over the Central Plains and race off towards the north and towards the east late Saturday night. And this line of thunderstorms, by the time it reaches us Sunday, could bring heavy rainfall, widespread heavy rainfall, and strong winds are the main threats. Hail and the tornado risk at this point appear to be low on Sunday. How might that play out? Here's that leading edge of that strong line of thunderstorms. Sunday morning, 9:30 in the morning. Jacob will be here in the morning, and that line will sweep off towards the north and towards the east. If we can get a little recovery, meaning a little destabilization, a little heat in the afternoon, we might see a couple of other strong storms pop up as we move into the afternoon hours. So alert day conditions on Sunday for strong damaging winds and heavy rainfall. Coming up later tonight, I'll show you some of those rainfall projections. After we get past Sunday, that's a washout. Memorial Day on Monday, a couple isolated showers and thunderstorms, but there will be some dry time on Monday as well. Taking a look at our traffic here, once we get that to load up, I anticipated Beltline east and west to be a bit on the slow go here, 40 to 50 miles per hour, because we have that line of showers and thunderstorms out there. So folks are probably a little bit on the slower side here on driving. And as we go down to Janesville, where that line has not quite made it to Janesville yet, the speeds right now 60, 70 miles per hour up towards the Dells. A little slower still, 60 miles per hour, because showers and storms are up near the Dells. This evening, again, from a driving standpoint, the next couple hours through about 10 o'clock, we'll have showers and storms to deal with if you're on the roads. Eric?
All right, Alex. And next at 5, a landmark agreement by the NCAA to pay former athletes, but also change the future of college athletics. That story just ahead.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. So get your summer started off right with amazing Memorial Day savings throughout the store. Like Estate Weed and Feed, just $34.99. Save $40 on this Champion portable generator. Rewards members save an extra $10. Assorted bags of Royal Canin dog food up to $25 off. And this Friday through Sunday, we're offering all veterans and active military an extra 10% off their entire purchase. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
For over 70 years, the Bruce Company has been bringing outdoor living to life. Our furniture showroom displays timeless designs and colorful accessories, from traditional to modern or somewhere in between. Not sure where to begin? Our friendly experts will guide you through fabric and finish choices, transforming your outdoor living space into one that reflects your personal style. So get outside with the help of specialists at Bruce Company Garden Center, your outdoor living experts.
Sockberry Healthcare is here to help. To help with your shoulder pain,
your knee injury,
that hip that bothers you,
with your foot or ankle pain.
We focus on quality.
We focus on results.
And take time to listen.
So that your care is the best care for you.
You.
You. You.
For you. We're here for you.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Every week it costs more to feed my family.
Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A new era in college sports may be here soon after a landmark agreement was made last night between the NCAA and the most powerful conferences. Bradley Blackburn has more on the agreement and what the future of college sports could look like.
When college athletes take the field in the fall of 2025, many of them could be getting paid to play.
A new model, revolutionary model in college athletics for schools to directly share revenue.
The NCAA and its 5 power conferences reached an antitrust settlement Thursday night, creating a system that allows each Division I school to budget up to $21 million a year to pay all their student athletes, both men and women. It also includes nearly $2.8 billion to be paid out to former athletes who sued over the use of their name, image, and likeness.
Even though people thought this case was going to settle, it's still kind of a monumentous occasion in college sports.
Mitt Winter is a college sports attorney.
With this decision, is there any difference between professional sports and college sports?
In my opinion, not really. The main difference between pro sports and college sports now and moving forward is college athletes are still going to class.
A judge still has to approve the agreement, and many aspects of it are yet to be worked out, especially how the pot will be divided.
It's a huge question those in college athletics are asking. Do you have to split these payments evenly? We don't really know.
For now, schools will have discretion on how to distribute payments to players who could have agents negotiating for them. A game changer in the world of college sports. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Well, the $2.8 billion is expected to be paid out over 10 years to about 15,000 to 25,000 athletes from a 4-year span before the NCAA lifted its rules around name, image, and likeness. We'll be right back. Final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is now open with an acre of quality furniture in our beautiful new showroom. We're celebrating with a huge store-wide Memorial Day sale. Save up to 60% on many items store-wide. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display, including Flex Steel, Best, England, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more, all on sale. Get special 24-month free financing, all credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide Memorial Day sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Memorial Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Ride a chip.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, the Memorial Day travel rush with more than 40 million people expected to fly and hit the road. We'll have the tips you need to enjoy this holiday weekend. That and more on tonight's CBS Evening News.
Well, let's get back to Alex, who's tracking the weather out there and looking ahead to the weekend.
Thunderstorms out there across much of southern Wisconsin right now. As we head further into the weekend, we have more storm chances. Widespread showers and thunderstorms across all of southern Wisconsin. The good news with the widespread nature is that it is holding down at this point in time on the severe threats right now. We just have a lot of water out there that's holding things down because it's cool outside. But we still could get a couple strong storms yet this evening. We got myself, Blaze, and Buddy Reeves will be keeping an eye on radar throughout the course of this evening. And then as we head towards the latter part of the holiday weekend, alert day conditions on Sunday for strong winds and heavy rain.
All right, more updates in a half hour on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.